Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Baked, and today I am bringing you the start of a complete playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. Not really going to waste any time, but what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to attempt to do all the main quests that you can in this one, and we'll speak about that a little bit later. We're going to do all the side quests. I'm going to look for all the Easter eggs, all the unique weapons, armor, yada yada. So pretty much trying to complete the entire game in its entirety. So we're gonna waste no time, jump right into this. Let's see what the intro's got for us. It's been a long time since I played this game, and even longer since I watched the intro. So let's watch it, guys. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. When they used that as a commercial, it was groundbreaking.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
I love it, guys. That's great. When this game came out, like it was such a step forward for Fallout's or Bethesda's animation, really, for them. A lot of people didn't like this game. I personally, I love it. It's great. I don't see any problem with it.
You're awake. How about that?
I'm awake, Doc.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I'm not gonna go with baked. I usually do. Courier, desert, Fallouty times. Nuka-Chad.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your
Not
name,
many
that's your
people
name.
would.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
I'm just gonna randomize until I get a decent head shape and face. You know what? Let me go back and do an Asian guy. Randomize from there. That works. Let's see, hairstyle, tunnel snake, hair color. That works. Facial hair. Beatnik. That's all the way down here at the bottom. I do like the grizzled samurai, so we'll go there. Yep, there we go,
Well,
Doc.
you had most of it
I am
right
an Asian
anyway.
guy with a grizzled
Stuff that
samurai
mattered.
beard
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
in the desert.
Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good.
Now I have
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over
what
by that vigor
the
testing machine.
heck is going
Take it
on?
slow now. It ain't a race.
That was weird. I have all the DLCs downloaded, so we're also going to be doing those. But a good thing to do off the start, whenever you're in this guy's place, is just go around, like right here on the table is today's physician. Over here is a submachine gun that you can repair if you have 25 repair. Bunch of stim
Looking
packs
good
and
so
stuff
far.
around. And it's
Go
all
ahead and
free,
get
you're
the
not
vigor
stealing
test
it, so your
checked
karma doesn't go down or up
You'll
or
learn right
anything.
quick if you get back all your faculties.
Some caps over here. Back here, there's some stuff in the first aid boxes. And as you see, this is the stuff that I got from the DLCs. You spawn in with some nice stuff. Do this real quick, Radex, and then don't really need to take all that stuff, but it helps out in the beginning. And here, let's see, what are we talking about? Strength. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go all the way to the end and do our traditional 9, 2, 9. 9, 2, 9, 3, 8, 7. That's the way I like to run mine, typically, so do as you may. And then here you just got to press X, yeah.
Surprised anybody'd want to tangle with you. Heck, you could go Deathclaw hunting with a switch.
I appreciate
we
you,
know your
Doc. I
vitals
do
are
my
good.
thing.
But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
This
See if
part,
your
guys,
dogs
I'm
will
just
bark.
gonna tap through. I never pay attention to this. It's a lot like the GOAT exam in Fallout 3, if you've ever played that.
All right.
There's really no point.
I'm gonna
in
say
it.
a word.
Feet,
House.
burglarize,
Night.
shroud,
Bandit.
stab,
Light.
dark,
Mother.
jeans.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First,
Here I disagree with everything because I don't. For me, it's just not worth it. There's nothing there. Here we are going to go lockpick, speech. What could use it? What could use it? Honestly, barter. I like these three just because off the early game you can get a lot of things for cheaper. That'll help you out a lot. And then the speech, obviously, you're gonna want a good speech rating throughout the game to get things
before I
your way.
turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Oh god. So here comes something that they changed a lot from Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas. So with Fallout 3, when you would pick a perk, they really only ever helped you. There wasn't many backhanded negative effects. With every perk in Fallout New Vegas, there's a good side and a bad side. For instance, built and destroyed. The flamer that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have 3% plus 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. Claustrophobia, you gain 1 point to special attributes when outside, but suffer -1 when indoors. So it's rather rough, but the one I go for is you're skilled. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain 5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10% experience gain from now on, which for me is not really that big a deal because we're going to be doing a lot of questing and we're going to be playing this for a while, so we'll get the experience one way or another, and there's a cap at some point. Plus I have all the DLCs, so my level cap is raised a little bit higher, so we have time. It's no worry.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alrighty, Doc. I do want the pre-war hat, just because I feel like it'll look good. Sorry, Doc.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up,
Don't
Doc.
mention it.
He's a good man.
It's what I'm here for.
Can always trust
You
the
should
bald
talk
man.
to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She
I'm
can
bald.
help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
No, I don't want to be in hardcore mode. I'm good on that, guys. I've done that before. I've tried it. Never actually followed through with it. I like regular. So, when you walk out of Doc's house, yeah, I gotta get all my DLCs. Gotcha. So, when you walk out, this is what you see. You're in an old western type town. Okay, I got it, guys. I got it. Old western type town. Here's Doc's house. Oh, there's old metal feller Victor. This is the guy that pulled me out of my grave. Victor!
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of the
Don't mention
grave.
it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to
I
find
was
me?
out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know those men who were attacking
Can't say
me?
that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Alright, so we are going to the saloon here. We gotta talk to Summer? Summer? I think her name is Summer. I completely glazed over what they said her name was.
Cheyenne,
Sonny.
stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitch said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Absolutely, little lady. And your puppy. I want your puppy. Give me him. Cheyenne. Okay, so now that I've got my stuff, let's go to items. Yeah. Apparel. Yeah. We are going to put on the lightweight metal armor and my pre-war hat because I feel like, yeah.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Okay, well that doesn't work very well. Let's crouch to it.
Try crouching down. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I'm good on the
Suit
tutorial,
yourself.
ma'am.
Hope this helped you some. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Reason I didn't do the tutorial is I feel like it kind of gives away some content that can better be suited if we find it on our own. And we don't need a tutorial. It's the same thing as all the others.
Ringo over soon. I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell? What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
So I can either help them take over the town, or I can side with the town. So these are what you call powder gangers. Powder gangers are one of the gangs around the territory.
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots. None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question. Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys.
See, that's what that good speech is for. What I say, help take over this town. What's been going on in the rest of the wasteland?
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important.
Let's just see what happens when I ask him this.
Let me get out of town before we talk. Too many unfriendly ears around. Yeah.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. Be careful.
Alright, so this is where I can't take over this good town. I can't do it. So he's gonna die. We gotta go talk to Ringo real quick. And we gotta change our weapon here. Let's take out sturdy caravan shotgun. Put it away for now. Run a little faster, you know what I mean? See, this game there's actually sprinting, where Fallout 3 you gotta like walk everywhere and it is a drag.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
So this is Ringo. He's holed up in the old gas station. If you're gonna shoot, you better not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you gonna do
I'm
about
gonna lay
this?
low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around, see who I can round
Start
up.
with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
You got anything good in here? I'm gonna take your Sunset Sarsaparillas. I'll tell you that much. They come in handy. And just like I told everyone in my Fallout 3 stream, I'm a little bit of a loot hoarder at the beginning. I take anything and everything that has a little bit of value. Like that doctor's bag, that's $55. That's good. Always got to be a little loot hoarder. Look at that, a little safe right where he's laying. That's mine now, buddy. I don't care what you got in there. I hate doing this on the computer. Baseball bat, bottle cap, dirty water, knife, purified water. That is a steal of a deal. Ooh, all this ammo? What you doing with all this stuff? Alright, let's round up some folk. See if this old boy in here wants to do anything about it.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
I gotta go ask Sunny first. The one thing I do like about playing this on computer is how fast you load through doors.
Howdy.
Xbox is so slow.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more.
That was quick, girl. Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance
I'm gonna talk to the one person, which is this guy, because I've tried him every time, and he always says no.
What can Easy Pete do for you?
Dynamite would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna go tell Joe that we're fighting. You guys don't have to do that. The little people, like, hey, you know, optional. You want to fight? Because everyone ends up fighting. It's just a little side quest crap that you can do for the main. That I'm not too interested in.
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
Sunny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
This is what we've been waiting for.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Alright, let's see. What do I use? Okay, well, I'm going to start off with the sturdy caravan shotgun, and if things get hairy, I'm blowing people up with that grenade launcher.
done.
Oh, this is the perfect spot to use that grenade launcher. Boom! Bill Cobb is dead. That's how we do this, boys. We get them all? Woo! We got them all! Enough news, good work has been passed around. People like you. I appreciate you, people. Let's go back to my 9mm pistol, because that's my favorite weapon. I like his armor, I want it. Take your shotgun too. Go. Is that it? Do I not talk to anybody? Did Ringo died? You. How did he die? You got chopped up by a cleaver, dude?
Hey there. Those bastards got Ringo in the end after all. At least he went down fighting. At least his death was quick. Cobb's gang had much worse in mind for him. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old... if you want to take a shot at it. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Always happy to help someone down on their luck. Until next time.
Down on my luck. Did you not just see what I just did? Alright guys, we gotta take a moment of silence for the poor Ringo here. Hama lama lama lama. Okay, that's all I got. Alright, so that's pretty much the beginning. I am gonna bring you guys over here. So that's up there where you're found, by the way. That is where the graveyard is. Something I'm gonna show you. I think that's the old schoolhouse you were talking about, which I'm gonna go over there here in a moment. But first episode, I want to show you guys a little something something. So if you come up here directly, what is this? East southeast from the town, up on this rock ridge line. Gonna fight a couple coyotes first. Jeez, I don't know how I wasn't hitting that thing the whole time. No, I'm good. We'll travel onward. Dude, this gun sucks at a distance. Okay, screw it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in this cave right here. This is the Good Springs cave. shotgun in here. So, there's a reason we're coming in here. Still gotta fight a few coyotes here and there. Oh, level up. Let's put up. We'll put our sneak up a little bit. Put our repair up. Put that up. Locksmith up the rest of the way. We're gonna go Swift Learner perk. I whiffed. Alright, so in here you're gonna find some dead, oh, I'm sorry, puppy. You're gonna find some dead people all chewed up and massacred and whatnot. You're gonna find a Bright Follower. She's gonna have a recharger rifle for you, and her robes, which her robes are pretty bad. Charger rifle is a really good early game weapon to have. I'll explain why in a second. Where's this last dog at? So like I was saying, the recharger rifle is a really good early game weapon to have. There's also some other dead people in here in search. Don't really want her outfit. You get a little extra bit of stuff in here that you can take and sell and do whatever with. But the reason the recharger rifle is so good is because you can see in the bottom right hand corner, or maybe you can't because my camera's in the way. It has 7 out of 7 ammo, but so you just have to wait for it to recharge and you still have ammo. It never runs out of ammo. It just runs out of condition, so you gotta repair it from time to time. But early game, it's a great weapon to have. You know, don't have to worry about going and buying ammo and doing this and doing that. So, like I said, east-southeast, come to the Goodsprings Cave, get yourself the recharger rifle right in the beginning, and you'll be set for a little while. It's not the strongest weapon by any means. It does 5 damage, but it's got a 28 DPS. So it's pretty good at the beginning. It'll do some damage. It'll keep you busy. One shot to the neck and it turned that coyote to ash. So I mean, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna check out the schoolhouse that old Miss Lady told us to check out. If I'm not mistaken, I already know what's in there, but we'll see. I could be thinking about something else. Oh, and you know how in Fallout 3 there's Brahmin? I think there's Brahmin in this one. I think you'll see 1 or 2. But these things right here, the bighorners, way harder to kill. If you are out in the wild and you find a herd of these things, don't mess with them. They'll mess you up. Goodsprings Schoolhouse. Yeah, the mantises are in here, that's what I thought. I hate those things. Let's see if I can get lucky on a couple tries on this terminal. So I don't know how to actually do these things properly. I just go through and guess 3 times and log out, log back in, guess another 3 tries. Sometimes I'll find dud removals that'll give me 3 more tries, but really no idea how these things are actually done. Say less, though. Yeah, okay, cool. Disengage, lock. Lock, disengaging. Thank you. 9mm pistol, some caps, some casings, pretty more money. Super stim pack. I'm good on the pipe. Anything else good in here? Programmer's Digest. Toy car. Bobby pin. Bobby pin. Ah, I did not mean to take that detergent box. Don't need a cherry bomb. The old schoolhouse was a little less climactic than what I wanted it to be. Salesman Weekly. Programmer's Digest. It's got some good magazines in here. Anything else on the floor that I'm missing? What the hell is that? Mantis Ucheca. I've not seen one of those before. I think I've overlooked those every time I've played this game. No more magazines. All the lockers are empty. Aha! Mantis Ucheca. Egg in there. I think that was everything that was in that place. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. See what quests we have. Data quests. Sierra Madre, track down the source of Sierra Madre invitation. Find Happy Trails Caravan Master. Travel the canyon. Investigate midnight showing. They want it that way. Inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of Mojave Express and Prim. Find the men that killed you. Okay, so yeah, so that's the main mission. These are all the DLCs. That, I believe, is Prim. There we go. Sniper shot. Well, guys, I think that's enough for the first episode. Basically, you get the rundown of what Fallout New Vegas storyline is, what we are trying to do, track down the men that shot us in the head. Pretty much, there's not too much more that you can do in this town. There may be little odds and end jobs that we will do when we come back in episode 2. But I think the main objective to episode 2, we are going to travel to Prim over there, see what we got going on. So other than that, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share to someone who might also like it. Have yourselves a great day.